Hey guys, happy Thursday. God, isn't that awful that I can't even remember what day of the week it is? It's a whirlwind. So I wanted to pop in because I want to make a video with this sweet girl. It's not sunny out, but there's enough snow that is creating brightness in this room. So I figured now would be the best time for me to come on. I'm gonna change her. I'm gonna chat with you guys while I change her. Jeez. The struggle for me is real. I pose a question to you guys. And hopefully this will show her in better lighting so you can kind of get an idea of, how she really looks, because it's been very horribly skewed in my nursery. Actually, do I want to take that down over? Yeah, I guess so. I swear. So I struggled with that last video, and I honestly wasn't even going to put it up because it was so ridiculous, and I was just so annoyed. And she's slipping. I'm trying to remember if I went over her head or not with this when I put it on her. Anyways, I normally don't post. It's more like that was a good bloopers in my eyes video of me trying to find something I liked to put on the baby. I swear. The struggle sometimes is really beyond ridiculous, and that's why I'm like, well, I might as well just post it so people can see just how bothered I get and how I just keep searching for something that I like. And I didn't even love this outfit, even though it was cute on her. So it's hard because I can't seem to, if I can't find something I like on one of my dolls, I tend to dwell on it. And it bugs me that I do that because I can't help it, and I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't care if it didn't look perfect. But it is the real struggle. So then it continued because I wanted to change Monroe. And for the last, since I made that last video, for the last how many days, I have yet to find something I really love on Monroe either. So I don't know whether I'm just in a funk. I don't know whether I'm just sick of the clothes that I have for my dolls, because I've seen it all. And here's definitely a better, oh, the sun just came out. We gotta take advantage of the sun when we have it, guys, because, we've had such crazy weather here. See, that's a better depiction of how her coloring is. That's how I see her in real life. I'll take this off her because I'm gonna, but she has the most amazing hair. This hair is just something. It's gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. But yeah, so the struggle's been going on for me to find the right outfits. And part of it is I've ordered a bunch of new stuff that's taking apparently forever. One hasn't even been shipped, and it's going on its second week since I purchased. And I think I'm just getting annoyed, and I haven't had the time. Rue, don't start playing with a toy now. Of all times, like she's digging in her doggy toy box, which is ginormous and filled with a lot of toys. And she's clearly looking for something. She knows what she's looking for when she digs through them all too. And it'll probably be something that has a squeaker. So if she makes a bunch of noise, I apologize. Can you not? Go lay down. Go on. You don't need to play with that right now. Oh, Lord have mercy. If you hear noise, just tossing around one of her lamb chops. It's like one of her favorite toys. Oh my gosh. Like, apparently I'm just not meant to have a peaceful, yeah. That's the lamb chop. I really hope she gets tired of that before I want to finish this video. But anyways, so I think part of it is a mishmash of, me being sick of the outfits I currently already have. And another part of it is that I'm waiting for new outfits to come, and they're just not here yet. It's just, and on top of which, I have a work trip next week that I'm literally trying to prep everything for and get everything ready, because it's going to be like the first trip I've taken in like 4 years, maybe it's 4 years. It's a long time. And, you know, traveling during this time of year is just stressing me out in general. But it is what it is. So I think it's just a combination of me being kind of in a funk of sorts of different kinds. I don't know. So today I've decided I'm going to put her in this beautiful Jacquard terry cloth. Or no, it's not terry cloth. Jesus. I can't even think straight. It is velour. I'm not a huge fan of velour overall. Generally, I don't put a ton of it on my dolls. I don't know why. I think of like the old school sleepers that we were put in as babies, and I don't know. I just don't love them. I don't know, because at first, it's a whole thing with me. But I do love a few of the pieces. But one thing I wanted to ask, I cannot figure out how this happens. You guys that have followed me have seen me do my organization in my nursery and where I keep the clothing. All of these stay like rolled up nicely or folded very carefully and put away. And I'm finding that white items, velour especially, so if someone can answer this question for me, I would greatly appreciate it. They end up with little like dirt marks. It hasn't been exposed to dirt. Like before I handle my dolls, I wash my hands. Like it's just, and it's only on white, mostly velour or cream color velour. Occasionally like socks, I'll find like a dirt spot. They haven't been exposed to dirt. I have yet to figure out how this even happens. So how guys, how does this happen? So I see here, this has a little mark on it here. I don't know if it'll come up on the camera view. And there was another spot. And it's really bugging me because, one, you guys know that baby clothes are not cheap. Any baby clothes. Jacquard brand baby clothes, which this is, not cheap. I don't see anything like on the collar or anything weird like that. But like, I pulled out yet another velour, not the same brand, not Jacquard, but another high-end brand that I have. And on the arm, it also has like a spot on it. And it's like, how does this even occur when it's protected, rolled up carefully, not even exposed to other materials? Because the way I do it is I roll them so that the arms are just, they're completely, they're inside. They're not exposed. I don't know. It's baffling to me, and it's making me irritated because I normally don't like to wash my baby clothes because a lot of them get funky. When I buy baby clothes, I like to leave them crisp, clean, especially like high-end outfits in general. I want to make sure that I keep them as pristine as possible. And I've got lots of stuff that never ends up with a mark on them that I've had for years that have white on them too, but they're like more like cotton or something like that, like a crisp cotton, not even a stretchy cotton. But I'm trying to figure out where these stains come from. And if you try, and I'm not going to try to spot clean it. So if anybody tries to suggest that, I'm not going to do it, because what happens is you make a mark. I've done it before and learned the hard way. It doesn't work because you make a mark. Like if you just spot clean, like on this, it's right here. It'll make it, the fabric gets worn looking, and it usually just rubs it in because you don't know how long it's been there. So if it's truly a stain, it needs to be washed as a whole garment to see if it'll come out. And a lot of times I found when I do that, it doesn't come out either way because it's sat that way and developed over time. And it's just, for what I spend on some of these baby clothes, it just is really frustrating to me that even happens. So it's one of those things that I wanted to ask, has anybody noticed that happens occasionally with your clothing? And it doesn't happen all the time. It happens infrequently, luckily, but when it does happen, I'm still bothered by it, if that makes sense. And that's my struggle, because especially if it's something that I really like, this isn't going to bother me too much because it's like, it's cute, but it's not like my most favorite sleeper ever or whatever. but still, like I want my things to stay nice. Especially if I want to sell them on. Like I won't be able to sell anything that has like a stain on it to anybody. So I'm kind of stuck, you know. Not that I sell a ton of clothes, but like occasionally I do. I know a lot of people like it when I do clothing sales. But what do you think, guys? How's she looking that? It's really pretty. This is, I think, from last year's Christmas line from Jacqueline. So it's like the white velour, but it's got little gold polka dots on it, and then it's got the pretty frilly collar with just a trim in blue, navy blue. It's just it's very subtle, subtle luxe, I guess you could say, and I really like that kind of look for my babies, especially when it's, you know, around the holidays or whatever. So that's why I bought it last year for, I believe it was for Monroe last year that I bought it. But yeah. Y'all know how white items get spots of weird dirt on them. Let me know, because it's driving me crazy. And I look and inspect a lot of my clothes. You know, I look them over before I put them on my dolls. It's a habit, so that I don't like miss anything. But there she is. Hopefully you guys can see her coloring a lot better. Like if she were my baby, and I know my friend doesn't care because she doesn't handle and hold her dolls a whole lot that I'm aware of. I would need to reweight this doll. So she's not horribly weighted, but she has like there's really nothing of weight in her head. And she's very firmly stuffed. So it makes it's like you can't pose her as easily. Like I keep wanting to tilt her chin down, but she's got too much stuffing up in here. So if I were her, I would reweight her, but it's not my doll. So I won't be reweighting her, but that's what I would need to do to be able to bond with the doll fully, because I don't like overstuffed dolls. And I've noticed that a lot of foreign, because it was a Russian artist who made her, that painted her, and I've gotten another doll from that same artist, and they use a lot of polyfill fluff without a whole lot of weight to them. And I always wondered, like I've said this in other videos, like maybe they do it purposely for weight, you know, the weight of the package coming from Russia into the US, so it's less money to ship. But they're slightly over, like she doesn't have a whole lot of give to her, even though she's very lightweight. Like I would put glass beads in her body, in her head, and take out a lot of the polyfill, so she'd be more posable. I'm learning about myself that I really, really need to have a doll weighted the way I like it for me to enjoy the doll fully. And this doesn't bother me because it's not my doll, but I'm just saying, I'm just kind of talking through as I've spent some time holding this doll and handling her, that I would have to change her if she were mine. But like I said, she's not. She's just visiting. And like I also said, I think my friend doesn't really hold her reborns really at all that I'm aware of, so I don't think she really minds the stuffing being what it is. But yeah, I have found that over time, I never used to be one that held my dolls until Monroe came along, and I've gotten into really wanting to hold my dolls and having them be super cuddly, and need the reborn to be the same way, super cuddly. And when it's not, it bothers me, and I can't bond. But there she is. She's a very sweet doll. She really is. My friend is very lucky to have her. I'm very lucky to experience her, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. My brain is about to explode, I swear. It's been a lot going on in my world in the last couple of weeks. I haven't even shared a fraction of what's been going on in my world, but you know, my brain is a little fried work-wise, home life-wise, just things going on. It's just been crazy. But overall, I hope you guys enjoyed my chat. If someone has an answer for me, please do put it in the comments below, because these weird spots showing up on baby clothing, and I don't get them on my own clothing. So I don't know what it is. Maybe it just is something that was there and it turns into a color over time. I don't really know. I really don't. But you know, feedback. Give me all your thoughts, guys. Anyways, enjoy your Thursday. It's almost Friday. Hallelujah. And we'll see us all very soon, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.